Okay, so bucket of bling. Then I have a jar of clear buttons that I use. What I do with these is I typically, I don't have alcohol ink, so I don't usually use them for that. But I'll use glossy accents and cover pattern paper with it, and then you have your own kind of custom made button. And then here's where, this is actually my grandmother's china that my mother gave me a while back to hold on to for her, so I'm using it in my scrap room. And these are my fancy buttons that I paid money for. When I first started scrapbooking, I didn't want to pay money for buttons. I thought that was silly. And so I went to Walmart and got a bunch of these buttons that are perfectly fine buttons. They're very nice. I don't want to drop my grandmother's china, so I'm going to put that there. So these are just kind of an assortment of buttons from Walmart, and just those, you know, the big bags of buttons that you get that are leftovers from different items and stuff. So that's how I first started using my buttons. And then I got one of these designer buttons in a kit or something, and I realized, oh my goodness, they're so pretty, and the texture of them, and they're just awesome. So I've bought a couple. I broke down and bought a couple of packages. I don't have many. It's certainly not enough to sort by color, which I think is really pretty when people do that, but I keep them separate because I sometimes let my kids just take a random handful of these, and I don't want them taking my fancy buttons to use on their projects. Not until they're older anyways, because most of their projects just get thrown in the garbage now because they produce way too much. This is a shelf where I keep my Prima flowers. I don't have many flowers. I actually don't use many flowers. That's a card I made with my favorite butterfly from the Hannah Montana Cricut cartridge. And then here's a bunch of others that I made that I was just waiting for them to dry, and they're dry now. So yeah, I don't have many flowers. These are mostly Prima. There's a couple American Crafts and some other ones in here. I basically group them into bright and dark, and that's about it. I only have enough to group them that way, and I don't use them very much, but I do like them. So these are just some projects that I made. This is a little purse I made with my Cricut when I first got it. This is the first thing I ever cut with my Cricut, so I kept that. And then these are some stars that I made with my slice for Christmas tree ornaments that I never did put the hangers on. I kind of ran out of time this Christmas, so I had some extra stuff that maybe I'll finish them off next year. So that's that. And then up here is where I have my mini albums. Hang on, I'm going to have to move this a little bit. Okay, so up here is where I keep my mini albums and my spray adhesive, and I keep my sketches in this box that I made. This is from a box of Robbie's shoes, which are Canadian-made cool baby shoes. They're leather, and they're perfect for learning to walk in. And so what I do when I have a sketch is, this isn't a great example, but here's one. So I just organize them into single sketches, doubles, cards, and side maps. I use page maps for most of my sketches. And I haven't used sketches in a while, but back when I used to use them, I would print them up on this 4x6 index paper, which goes really easily through your printer. And then on the other side, I print the, is that the right side up? Yeah. I print the example so that I have kind of some inspiration to use with the sketch, and I also make sure that I put where I got it and what month it was from and everything like that. So those are my sketches. I'm just going to leave that there and go back to my shelf. So up there is my Bind It All and some extra baskets and my dad's reading glasses, and those are books that one of them is one of my grad school books that I'm sacrificing for art, that I sometimes rip pages out of because it's an outdated book and I have a newer version of it. And then others are the other books I just picked up at a used bookstore, and they have really cool, really old pages with nice pictures and images and stuff. So I use those sometimes on my scrapbooking pages. And there's my Bind It All. There's my kits. I mentioned before I belong to the Scarlet Line Kit Club, and I'm a bit behind in my kits because I haven't finished my March kit, and my April kit came, and I just got a message that I just got an email saying that the May kit is on its way. So yeah, I have some scrapping to do. This is my Clip It Up. I'm gonna have to back up a little bit here. that's my Clip It Up, and I use it to hang mostly sticker embellishments and stuff. I don't buy a whole lot of stickers, but I also have a lot of things like these packages of tags that I get, and oh, they're backwards and that sort of thing, and just a bunch of, I keep some chipboard on here, and just anything that doesn't really have any other place to go ends up going on my Clip It Up, and I organize it by journaling, phrases, and then I organize it by color after that, and I have like googly eyes and some buttons and some stuff like that up there. So that's my Clip It Up. And here's how I store my paper. I have this, this Jetmax holds all of my non-12 by 12 paper. So I have 8.5 by 11 here. This is all cardstock, 8.5 by 11. And then these are my 8 by 8, my 8 by 8 stacks. So there's the, I have glitter and I have metallic, so I'm gonna have to put that down for now. And then here's my 6 by 6 paper, and these are my matte stacks. So I used to use matte stacks quite a lot, and I don't use them as much, but now that I have my Cricut, I'll be using all kinds of different sized papers. So I have my cardstock all arranged by color, starting with pink and red, orange and yellow, green, blue and purple, and then I keep white, black, and brownie neutrals right there, this black and gray, and these are browns and off-whites and stuff. Then I have my bright stacks right here. I have kind of miscellaneous papers that I bought by the piece or that are left over from kits. Basic gray papers right there. Other stacks that I have that I just really like are here, like my Mind's Eye and this rock and roll one from Mambi, and then these are all Making Memories paper pads or stacks of paper. That's what I have there. I organize my scraps by color here, so if I want something green, I just pull out my green drawer and there's all my green paper. If I want something orange, I pull out my orange and yellow drawer and there's all my orange and yellow. So I really like working this way. It's really fast and easy. So what I do is the scraps that are here will go over into these drawers when it's time, when I get around to it. Okay, so thanks for watching the tour of my scrap room. In here there's actually more storage. This is our Christmas storage, but I've managed to snag a bit of space for a really tall cart that I just keep kind of overstock in. So that's all my extra stuff. And this is actually the top of a Dairy Queen cake, and I keep my current project when I want to whip everything off my table to make a video. I put it all in this, and that way it's all together. Thanks for watching. Bye!